they have a meeting or show them stuff from Veterans Day. So I read the paper where they had a Sherman tank over there.
Yeah.
And that's what I was in the war, a Sherman tank. I was a gunner in a Sherman tank.
Yeah.
And I said, David, let's go over there after church. Okay. So there, we go over. It's in a park, sitting in a park, and nobody around. Of course, it was early. And we start looking, and I was showing him different parts of it, and the gun and all that stuff. First thing you know, a guy come and he says, he said, I'm a historian. Wars, or what the hell was he telling me? Well, he did something. I said, well, I was in this type tank in the war. Oh, no, you couldn't. I said, yeah, what? Oh, my God, we never met anybody like that in the doings.
Yeah.
So then we started. And
nice.
All kind of stories, you know.
Yeah.
And the guy says, how far can you shoot this thing? I said, oh, a couple thousand yards, I guess. Shoot 2,000 yards would be half a mile, wouldn't it, or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. He said, did you ever hit anything? Oh, I got a guy German riding a motorcycle taking a message somewhere, but he didn't take it because there wasn't nothing left of him to take it. That's how the hell far did you have to aim ahead? I said, I didn't have to aim ahead. I put that bead right on that dude. Oh, I had that crowd going nuts. And David, they put David up in the assistant driver's seat.
Yeah.
And they got me up on top of up on the tank. They had to get a step ladder to get me up there. and then a few more stories we had to leave. We didn't have to, but we did. And about a week later, we got a letter from that guy that was in charge. He said, we made the front page of the Lyman News.
Nice.
They Husky is the company that makes tanks, and they're based in Lima, Ohio.
Okay.
So that's where the tanks are made at anyway. So, that was neat.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, oh man. So they shoot it over there. They make they take cartridge and put. Well, they were careful about how much powder to put in it. They didn't want to, and they just shoot blanks, you know.
Yeah.
And they got it worked out. And they were people got to draw to take a ride in it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was neat.
The whole tank was driving around?
Not to drive it. I
Yeah.
mean, the driver had to drive them around, but ride. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get to ride in it?
Shit, I rode one for 3 years.
You're not that interested in riding again?
No. And then I was tank commander after the.
Heck, if they took you out, you might accidentally start shooting things.
Maybe. That was really. Then I got the honor flight. Got to go on the honor flight.
That's cool.
You heard about that?
Yeah. Tell me about it again, though. I don't know the details.
Well, first you get your name on the list, and then they call you for a meeting, and you go over to Fort Thomas Army Post, Lunken Airport, where they had the meeting. So they said, we'll call you. So they called, said, we got a flight October 12th at the Cincinnati Airport. He's scheduled to be on that one. There's 85 veterans plus plus a guardian for each veteran. But they said he can't go with that oxygen. They won't permit that oxygen tank to be on the. So Tony Escamilla, a friend of David's, he's the one I rent. He's
Okay.
in business doing it. He said, I'll get him a battery pack.
Nice.
Nice. So I was fixed up.
That's nice.
Yeah. When you first went in, they gave you, I got a blue shirt. David, he was a guardian, got a white one, so everybody, they knew who was who. And then you get a pat down and go into the plane. Oh, that's dumb. But anyway, we have to, who knows? Nobody knew when. Somebody could sneak in there, maybe. I don't know. But then they said I couldn't take that cane. I mean, I couldn't take that. That's a weapon. I said, no, it's my walking cane. So the girl that had told me I couldn't take it. The supervisor come over and said, "Oh, that's a walking cane. Can't you see that?"
Yeah.
Give it back. I walked in the plane didn't walk. I was in a wheelchair. Gee, I don't know what I'm doing. Sat down up front, and the stewardess said I had to put it in the top. I said, I know that. But that was neat. Then, right before the plane left, the fire department, they taxied the plane out, and the fire department shot a salute, water salute.
Nice.
There goes a bunch of old men, old veterans. They shot a water salute. Everybody cheered, and off we went. That was neat.
Where did the flight go?
Baltimore.
Yeah.
And then there was 3 buses, and your lunch pack, your box lunch was on the seat. So from Baltimore, we were going to the Veterans
Memorial?
Memorial, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hope I don't lose it.
You're fine.
Yeah, we were going to the Memorial, and then they showed us different places on the way. And then we went to the Memorial, and David got my wheelchair. Oh man, that's pretty. Beautiful. There's all them stacks, each stack is like a pillar state. And then there's a row of a big block of stars. I think there was 400,000 and some thousand soldiers or sailors or whatever killed during the war. So they had 100,000, I guess, stars.
Wow.
Each one represented 40. Oh, I can't add now. I don't know what I'm doing. The total of them is supposed to add up to the 400,000.
Wow.
And then we went around Washington, and they showed us where that plane hit the Capitol building.
Yeah.
You could see where the work with the new was put in, the new stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff. So they showed us that, and IRS building where Louise worked, not where she worked, but where she
Right.
She was up there a few times, but then then we went to Cracker Barrel for dinner.
So it was you and all that.
Oh, when we landed in Baltimore, there was,
Yeah.
during the middle of the day, there was people cheering us then.
Nice.
And there was a big line watching where we had to go through.
That's great.
Yeah, that was neat. So on the way back, then we loaded up. We got in here about 10 o'clock, and there was a huge crowd at the airport waiting for us. I mean, a big crowd. That was neat. We got a water salute in Baltimore too. Made you feel pretty good.
Yeah. Well, you deserve it for your work.
Yeah.
And it's, you represent all the other people that couldn't be there, too.
Yeah. Well, absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but they'll keep this up until they get all the veterans. It's free to the vet.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll keep it up, going until they get all the, and then they'll start on the Korean War, and then they're going to do them all. So
Yeah.
That's the way I understand. I don't know. A couple of, there was like a club, like these pilots with single engine planes.
Okay.
After the war, they said they started to take veterans single. Each plane had one.
Okay.
And entertain them for the day.
Ha.
That's how it started. Now it's a big organization.
Wow.
Yeah. And they got it. You got one guy, Earl Wilson. I think it's Earl something. He in each group, he's a spokesman. He tells what all that is, and
Right.
that's neat. Real neat.
So you thought it was a good memorial? The one they built?
Beautiful memorial.
Yeah.
I had some, I don't know where they're at. Maybe I'll find a card with one. Or
Yeah.
something. Then we got home and there's a big crowd waiting here. That was neat. Wonderful time. All in one day.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Just one day.
Yeah. They said they couldn't put a bunch of people up all night. They wait for decent weather.
Yeah.
I mean, not snow anyway. They didn't want to get a bunch of guys
Yeah.
stuck there for 2-3 days or whatever. They won't do another one until spring. Spring and fall, 2 a year, I think.
Yeah.
But I was on the first one that went out of Cincinnati. They used to have to go to Dayton or Columbus.
Okay. Wow.
And before that, they went on buses.
Wow.
That'd be an all-night ride, wouldn't it, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. When you were at the memorial, were there lots of other veterans there besides your group?
They come in groups.
Yeah.
Like we were, like our time as they get. And then here coming 3 more buses and parked them guys out. Damn David. He had to run somewhere, and he put me in my wheelchair. Guy looked next to me, looked at me, and it was a stranger.
Yeah.
I was in the wrong group. I wonder, it wouldn't be a bad idea if a guy could get them. They could sell those pictures.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure they could. They'd be real long, like, like my dad's up hanging up in there.
Yeah.
I ought to check on that. I'll buy one of them.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning.
It's
I probably
true.
watched you go through. I was sitting there listening to radio.
Were you really?
I can't sleep very good. I wake up, I just get up and cover up and sit here. If I fall asleep here, then I'm fine.
Yeah. So you sleep a while in bed, and then at some point you usually wake
this
up.
chair does everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fancy chair.
It's got it.
Really?
Yeah. And I can go down back here. Wherever I want.
There he goes.
Did I do fall asleep in it?
I bet. It looks really comfortable. I'd probably fall asleep in it too.
Now you would. You ain't gonna get in it. 2 o'clock in the morning. Whoopie-doo. That's Spiff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm paying for it today. I'm tired.
I bet you slept half the day.
No, I woke up at 9 a.m.
Did you really?
Yep, that's when I get up.
Yeah, you're right. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
I just laid there and stared at the ceiling for about 15 minutes. I was so tired. Am I really going to get up? But I did.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
And I'll say, what the hell did they get up for? I ain't nothing I can do. Yeah, but you're better off out of the bed anyway. So then I'll get over here, and about an hour later, the sun starts coming in that window, and I'm gone.
Nice.
Yeah, warm as toast.
That sounds pretty pleasant.
Yeah. This is a hell of a review, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Well, I should probably go back.
Okay.
I want to see if I can get some more work done.
Work.
Trying to get gigs. Trying to get shows to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Trying to think of. I bet David and Shauna know something. Well, they wouldn't know any more than Linda and Larry.
Yeah. I just keep my ears open.
You got anything lined up yet?
Yeah, I have a couple gigs in January and February around here, and I'm trying to get places to play in Louisville and Indianapolis, places that are not too far away. I can just drive there and play and come back late.
Julie ought to be able to fix you up in Louisville.
I hope so. But I got some friends down there. I just trying to figure it out.
You got friends everywhere in the country, probably.
Try to.